Decisions on affirmative action in the Voting Rights Act were delivered earlier this week, but many Americans have been anxiously awaiting the ruling on DOMA and Prop 8. The Supreme Court handed those decisions down just minutes ago.
Huge morning. DOMA is down. DOMA is ruled unconstitutional by a vote of 5-4. Justice Kennedy, writing on behalf of the court's four liberals, Justices Ginsburg, Breyer, Sotomayor, and Kagan, ruled that the federal government denies the states and people living in states that recognize same-sex marriage the liberty, the equal protection of the laws by stripping them of federal marriage benefits.
So what does this mean for gay couples?
It means for gay couples that if you are married legally in a state that recognizes your same-sex marriage, you can now receive federal benefits. You can now, I believe, have immigration rights, have bedside hospital visitation rights, have the right to get tax breaks, get benefits when it comes to federal income taxes, when it comes to recognition of your marriage from the federal government. Very historic ruling. It's much broader than many had expected, but even so, it's still not as broad as many had hoped. So the court did not rule that gays and lesbians have fundamental equal protection rights under the 5th or 14th Amendment. They just ruled that those in the states that recognize same-sex marriage can't be treated differently. It doesn't extend to all 50 states when it comes to gay and lesbian protections.
Could this decision on DOMA affect what happens with Prop 8?
Yes, it could, and in fact, there are some clues in the DOMA dissent. So the conservative justices, Chief Justice Roberts, Justice Alito, Justice Scalia, and Justice Thomas, all dissented from the DOMA decision. And in Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Alito's dissents, they both make ample mention of Hollingsworth v. Perry, the Prop 8 case. And they both spill the beans on what's going to happen there. And if it hasn't yet been announced, I haven't looked at my live blog update yet, but I think Justice Scalia is still reading his dissent from DOMA at the court. But if Prop 8 hasn't yet been announced, I'm telling you right now, Prop 8 is dead in the water because the Supreme Court has ruled that the Prop 8 proponents, those who put the Prop 8 on the California ballots in 2008, had no standing to appeal the state's loss in federal district court when the state lost there and then refused to appeal the case. So ultimately, this means that California same-sex couples can get married.
But it will not affect any other states.
It likely won't. That part I'm not sure about yet, but based on the previews that I read in the court's dissents from the DOMA case, Prop 8 has fallen because there's no standing by the defenders of DOMA to sue.